Hello everybody and a happy Halloween to you. This is the MTG Noob here bringing you a standard deck tech for the Sultai Pummeler deck. Let's start with the mana base and get right into it. 4 hubs, get you a little extra energy. 2 Blooming Marsh, they help you play your blacks cards. Mostly it's for the black splash. It helps with a lot of the cards in the sideboard, which we'll talk about eventually. 4 Botanical Sanctum, 4 Forests, 2 Islands, 2 Swamps, and 2 Hashep Oases, or Oasi. I honestly don't know. You could correct me in the comments. I'm not here to do deck tech on words now, am I? Okay, let's talk about our 1-drops. Blossoming Defense is pretty good. 2/2, gives you hexproof. Helps save your Pummeler and pump your Pummeler, and it's really a nice combat trick. This is the reason you're playing so few lands. Turn 1, attune with Aether. All your stuff comes into play untapped and allows you to play this on turn 1, except for the islands and the swamps, of course, but most other things allow you to cast it, which allows your mana base to run much more smoothly. Usually you have more structure to this, but I'm just kind of winging this one. So let's talk creatures. 4 servants. They help us get to our Hydra faster. They're also good at producing an extra energy for things that require energy. 4 long tusk cubs, a standard to any standard deck, especially an energy deck, a teamer deck, Sultai energy deck. All the energy decks love the long tusk cub. Okay, 2 glint sleeve siphoner. That is a mouthful. Really good at getting you back in the game or keeping you ahead. You get and draw an extra card, which is really important for the low price of 1/1 life. Menace is nice as well, especially when you try to pump it with like larger than life or blossoming defense to get through those last little points of damage. Here's what people are calling the latest tech, the Cartouche of Knowledge. The Cartouche of Knowledge gives 1/1 and flying and draws you a card and can be bounced back to your hand and replayed with Consign. So it's really good. Flying Pummelers, but more importantly, flying bristling Hydras, it's to die for. Okay, speaking of another pump spell, we have Larger Than Life. It is sorcery, but 4/4 and Trample is really important. As you know, the whole point of the deck is to try to make a 20/20 or larger Pummeler with Trample and Hexproof and possibly flying and win the game. Okay, when we look at our 3s, just overall, good guy, Rogue Refiner, draws you a card, gives you some energy. A 3/2 is nothing to scoff at as well. Could always be bounced and replayed again. Pummeler's where it's at. That's what we've been talking about. Yes, it does die to a Braid, but you can protect it, and the deck functions fine without it. Obviously, not as good as Teamer energy with not playing Pummelers. But it definitely does give you a lot of reach and can win out of nowhere, which is really important. Alright, finally our 4-drop is Bristling Hydra. This card is just nuts. Having Hexproof is already amazing for the low price of 3 energy. And then over here, when you look at this cartouche, you slap it on, you have a 5/4 flyer with, virtual Hexproof is really strong. Okay, and then this is a nice little bit of tech. Consign helps you bounce anything that's problematic. A creature that may be blocking or something. If your creature is dying, you can always bounce back to hand. But Oblivion's also nice because it kind of gets the last 2 cards in the hand and clears the way for you to strike. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the sideboard now. Excuse me, I apologize. Apparently I had too much Halloween candy. Okay, this is going to be the first go-around with the deck, so as you know, one of my strong suits is not sideboarding, so I probably should improve on doing that. So I'm going to talk about the cards that I think you bring in for various matchups. Okay, so first I'll talk about the aggro matchup. These come in because they kill a guy in the red or black-red matchup, and they give you lifelink and 1/1, which is really strong and helps you stay in the race. Fatal Pushes, 3 of them, they come in any creature deck. They can come in the mirror as well if you're not worried too much about the blossoming defense, because Cub does die, Servant dies, Siphoner dies, all of them die, and then if you lose a permanent, you can take out one of the bigger drops possibly. Then we have our Scarab God, which comes in our mid-rangey matchups. This is just a beating for, anybody, especially my wallet. Hey, 43 ticks. Thanks, guys. Should have probably bought it when it was like 6. Carnage Tyrant, also good for control slash mid-range. More for mid-range. It's really good. Why does my sideboard missing cards? These are not supposed to be in here. This was before I actually had the cards. I think I was trying this out and it wasn't good. That's embarrassing, but you don't watch these videos for sweet. See here. Oh god, now I can't spell either. Of many faces. You don't watch these for the production value, obviously. You watch these because of my witty personality and my sultry voice. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. Vizier of Many Faces comes in anything where they are bringing a Carnage Tyrant or already have it. It's really good at copying things. Also dies and comes back, which is really nice. Okay, finally you have 3 negates and 2 duress to kind of help you in the control matchup. Remember, you're a creature deck, so you want your creatures to stick. You want to take their mass removal spells out or their creature removal spells out and just get the job done. Alright, well, once again, I will be trying to bring you some matches for this deck. I don't know if I'm ready to get into that league just yet. I'm a little bit rusty, but thanks for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if there's any decks you want me to play. I have been getting back into MTGO, so I'm willing to spend a little bit of money to make some decks, but, cards like this really set the budget back. So I didn't want to cheap out on it because I love this card myself, so I feel good owning it. But, a little bit buyer's remorse if I don't get to put it to good use. So let's make some videos. The videos are coming up. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.